Welcome back to my channel. My name is AC Chavez, and on this video we're going to talk about how to feel positive during negative moments, especially during this economical times. A lot of people have probably lost their jobs, and people that are working are dealing with less income, less hours, so it's really hard to keep a positive, upbeat state of mind. The good news is that it is possible, and it is all under your control. How do you control this? You control it by your thoughts. Your thoughts create your feelings, and it takes no more energy to think of thoughts that will make you happy. It takes the exact same amount of energy. It takes the exact same amount of energy to think of thoughts that will make you depressed. So you're wasting the same energy either way. So why not waste that energy to use it on things that will benefit you more in the long run, that will give you a happier lifestyle, and that will make you happy within yourself. Part of the problem is a lot of people are not aware when they're having these negative thoughts because we think subconsciously. And just like I said before, like I mentioned in previous videos, your conscious mind does not know the difference between something that it's actually thinking about or something that is happening right before its eyes. Which means you can have a thought over something that happened 2 years ago, and if that was really sad or depressing, you can literally shed a tear today, or at least feel the feelings of depression or feeling sad or whatever emotions came with that. Just like you can have a thought over something that was funny from 2 weeks ago or a month ago, and if it was really funny, you'll literally laugh today, or at the very least crack a smile. So it does not know the difference. It will benefit you just to focus on to use your energy to focus on things that will definitely benefit you more, and I'll share that below. So how do we go about focusing on positive stuff versus negative stuff? Well, it's simple. We focus through our thinking, and by changing your thinking, you can change how you feel. It's easier said than done in some occasions, but if I were to ask you, what's the process of thinking? The process of thinking is as simple as asking a question. If I ask you, what color is your shirt today? What color is the shirt you're wearing? Your subconscious mind is a slave. It'll try its best to answer it, even if it gives you the wrong answers, it'll try its best. So if I ask you, what color are your shoes? You look down, you think of a color, your mind responds right away. What are you going to do tomorrow? You think about it for a second, and then you come back with an answer. So the subconscious mind is a slave. It pretty much wants to answer all your questions for you. And if it doesn't know, it would even try. The problem is that a lot of these questions are subconscious and we're not aware of it. So sometimes we end up getting into a negative mood without being aware of it. Whenever you want to shift from that mood, just change your questions. Change from asking negative questions. Let's say, for example, somebody pisses you off, you might be asking yourself questions subconsciously, like, why is he such a dick? Why is she such a so-so? And you start rambling and just asking these questions that are going to ignite more of that negative feeling. You can easily shift those questions around to something more positive that could get you out of it as well. So I'm going to share with you some of the tips that benefit you from keeping a positive state of mind. And tip number one, well, it's not even a tip, I should say, it's a fact. By keeping a happier, an optimistic mind, you live a lot more complete life. People who are at 90 or 99, if you ever seen them being interviewed, they have a big smile on their face. Just the fact that they stay positive, you can actually live a lot longer. Number two is by being positive, you'll be able to have a happy state of mind. Now, in a happy state of mind, obviously your body and your mind are connected. So by having a happier state of mind, your body will start actually feeling better as well, avoiding a lot of disease, a lot of illnesses, and just being more healthy overall. Reason number three, not tip, reason number three, everything begins in the mind. So obviously, if you have positive thoughts, you're going to get positive results. If you have negative thoughts, you're going to get negative results. Quite simple. Reason number four, people want to be around you more. When you're positive, more than likely people want to be around you. And when you're cranky, more likely people will try to avoid you because nobody really wants to hang around negative people. Reason number five, why to be positive. When you're positive, you're able to manage your anger a lot better. There's nothing worse than getting angry for no reason or living a life of being upset without really being aware of it because you're asking yourself negative questions. By staying positive, you're able to eliminate that. Anger comes with a lot of illnesses, a lot of disease, and a lot of high blood pressure, and a lot of unhappiness. And just a positive state of mind is a really good tool to get over that. You make tip number 7 is you make better decisions when you're thinking positive. Some of my biggest and worst decisions have come when I'm angry. I actually end up making wrong decisions that I have to apologize for, or I end up making mistakes. So as a rule of thumb, I never make big choices when I'm upset. And it took me a while to figure this out. Believe me, I've had to make my amends to a lot of people. But I can honestly say that today I'm a lot better about it. Not perfect, but a lot better. So those are some other reasons why I believe, and I'm sure other people can agree, why being positive is better versus over being negative. Now, how to go about being positive. Right? Number one is listen to inspirational videos, podcasts, Instagram pages, anything that's positive. You have to constantly continue to reassure yourself. If you read something that's positive today, and a week from now, that will pretty much not have the same effect. But by repeating it over and over again, you're burying it deeper into your subconscious mind and your RAS. It'll keep it closer in front of mind, but it has to be repeatedly. Tip number 2 on staying positive is stay away from negative people. Sometimes just the energy of some people or their aura or just hanging around them, if you're with them often enough, it'll rub off on you. Whether you think about it or not, it's really hard not when we start mimicking each other's body language. And if they have a negative body language, you're going to start mimicking a bad body language, which will affect your mind and it'll carry on to negativity. So staying away from negative people whenever possible. I know it's not always possible if you live with them, but you can also limit it and manage it as best as you can. So tip number 3 on how to stay positive is smile. Smiling will create a happiness state of mind, release positive endorphins in your mind, and it will definitely help you out. I must speed it up because this video is taking a little long. I want to keep them shorter. Tip number 4 is exercise and eating healthy. If you feel good, you're going to act good, you're going to be all positive. So by exercising and feeling healthy will definitely help you out. Tip number 5 is hang around with positive people. If you choose friends that are happy, chances are you guys are going to be happy together. Being in a group who's positive, we kind of radiate and we feed off one another. Tip number 6 is challenge your negative thoughts. If you have a negative thought, definitely challenge it. And by doing so, you'll be able to see that it's probably not right. You're probably just in a mood or probably just a bit of a funk. Tip number 8 is very big for me, very important. Get enough rest. If you don't get enough rest, you can also get enough food. Lack of sleep and lack of food can trigger almost any one of us as human beings because we're not really balanced, and when we're not balanced, we easily can let the little things affect us. Tip number 8 is the biggest one for me. I use it daily. I used it right before I started this video. Is write on a gratitude journal. By writing your gratitude, it's really hard to be negative. By writing all the things that you're grateful for, so many things you can be grateful for. You have 2 eyes, 2 arms, 2 legs. You can breathe. You have food. You have shelter. All the little things, just write them down. Whenever you're in a funk, I always go to that. I write things down, things that I'm grateful for. I put all the little things, and the bigger the list, the better I feel. And you can always repeat the same things over and over again. It's fine. I will write a link below to a gratitude journal that I have. It is an affiliate link, but it will not cost you guys anything if you buy from it. But to be honest with you, you can also write down just in a simple notebook. As long as you keep these thoughts written down and do it on a regular basis, it'll keep you happy overall. Well, thank you guys if you made it this far. I greatly appreciate you. I try to keep these videos a little shorter, so I went a little over. For that, I apologize. But hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Have a wonderful day.